Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeward Studio. For today's video, I want to share some home decor pieces I've been itching to make. So my hat is on and it is time to craft. Number one, these are some ornaments, and these are pretty much everything is from the Dollar Tree in this entire video other than the glues and the paints and stuff. So I have these three ornaments here, and I have had them in my craft stash for a long time, couple years probably, but I know they still probably sell them at the Dollar Tree. I did get some of this tissue paper at the Dollar Tree. Some of it was just in a package of present. This gold leaf there, I use that kind of on one. It doesn't really matter if you use that or not. Wasn't crazy about it. I have some picks and berries from the Dollar Tree, Mod Podge, and then white chalk paint. And I'm just going to remove every single thing from all three of these ornaments. And it was really easy for all these pieces to come off. Yeah, and that little metal piece went flying across my floor, and then when I went to pick it up, it was sticking to my hardwood floor because the glue had melted. Anyway, I got it off, no damage to the floor. So I did that to all three of them, and then there's some red paint on here, and then just I'm kind of sanding it and then scraping the red paint off because, you know, when you paint white on top of red, sometimes you can see through. And so I put 2 good coats of acrylic paint on these pieces after all the lumps and bumps were sanded off and all of the paint, or the red paint at least. And then I'm just taking a toothpick and kind of poking it in, you know, into the top there. And I did put tape underneath these because it will hold it in place and that's easier to paint it, and I painted the sides too. As you can see, I was just removing the tape. So the toothpick was just to remove the extra paint in that hole there because, you know, that takes forever to dry, so I don't want extra paint anywhere. And then when these are dry, I put a coat of Mod Podge on. And I decided which type of paper I wanted to use, and the Mod Podge is dry. You put the tissue paper on top, parchment on top of that, and then voila, all the wrinkles are removed and you got a nice smooth piece here. And then now I'm just taking my little finger sander and sanding off the ends there, and of course some of that paint will come off. That's okay because we're going to put some gold around the the edges of all three of these ornaments. And so now I have this I have a whole bunch of this stuff in all different colors. This is the messiest stuff, I swear. I just cringe. It's kind of like glitter. I still use it, but I cringe when I use it because it just sticks to everything. And, you know, your hand, your fingers, the mat, it's easy to get off, but it's just messy. You guys probably know that if you've used this before. And I had picked that up at a thrift shop. It was a silver and gold. And I put Mod Podge on all three of those, and then put the gold and silver leaf on that, or the flecks. And I didn't like it on the round ornaments, so I just took those pieces that I removed initially, and I just glued them right back on. I like them much better. On the other ornament, I did like the silver and gold leaf, or they were flakes, I guess they were called. And then all these pieces here are from the Dollar Tree. The, what do you call them? The word escapes me. The holly leaves. Those picks, I talk about them all the time. I love those, and the other green pick on the side there. And then I have the gold leaves. Then I have the gold star there that comes in a pack with a bunch of other little shapes. And yeah, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. So basically what I did is I knew I was going to use gold, white, and silver. And probably a little pop of red, but I wasn't sure. Didn't really want to mix red with it. So I pulled everything, you know, including some ribbon to hang it. I pulled everything out of my stash that I thought would match and would look good, and I just put it in a pile. That's what I usually do. I know what I'm going to make, I just don't know how I'm going to finish it. So I just, like I said, and I say in all my videos, I just kind of pull everything together that matches, and I just kind of play around with it, and when I like it, then I make it permanent. And these are just silver berries, and I have some gold berries, and now I have this gold metallic pen, and this is from the Dollar Tree also. And I painted all the sides with that. And then now I have this, actually, I don't know if you can get this from Walmart, but it was from, not Walmart, from the Dollar Tree, but obviously, you know, they have a lot of ribbon, and you can use twine for this too. But I had this gold stuff, and it was from Meyer. I was at Meyer the other day. I'm like, I wonder if they have any craft supplies. They really didn't, but they had this. So, yep. And then this is just a Dollar Tree tree, and I hung them on there, and I'm really happy the way they turned out. And this is number 2, and this is a shadow box. This is something that I've really been wanting to make for like 2 years now. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to make a video. I've laid everything out on my table, and I'm like, these are the pieces that I want to make, and I'm just going to make them. There's no rhyme and reason. They really don't match, but, or go together, or kind of maybe they do, but yeah, I just want to make it. And these are all the pieces that I chose for my, what I call my little shadow box. And that plastic piece is from the Dollar Tree. And most of these picks and pieces are from the Dollar Tree too. And the little wired pine cones are silver. And again, I just chose white, silver, and gold. And I have some ribbon, and that's all from the Dollar Tree. And so I decided I was just going to paint the center there of each compartment. And then I thought, oh no, you're going to see through it on top. So I decided to paint, but not the very top, not around the edge. So I decided to take it all the way up on the sides, and I did that in all 3, and I put 2 coats on. After it dried, I thought it probably needed a 3rd coat, especially if you're going to put lights. And I was going to put lights on here, and I forgot. Sorry about that, but that would look really cool. So the last coat, I just took the little dabber sponge so you don't see the brush strokes in there, and that's kind of important in this piece because it's kind of see-through. And after that dried, I just put some Mod Podge on it, because I'm going to put some glitter, and I believe this very fine glitter is from Walmart. I use it a lot. I've had it for a couple years. A little goes a long way. And it's very pretty. And I don't put a lot on there because the same thing, glitter and the little metallic flakes. Oh, I cringe when I use that because it just gets everywhere. And I have this little pan thing from the Dollar Tree, and it has a little spout on it, and you can just pour it right back into your little glitter container when you're done. And so, I'm sorry, I'm cutting the deer up a little bit, one of the little top pieces of the antler and the legs off so I can fit the whole thing in there. I couldn't find one smaller. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. And yep, I'm just gluing it in there. And then I have these 3 gold bottle brush trees. I'm gluing those together. I'm kind of pushing them together because they will stick. And then threw a little bit of glue on there and then popped them in there. And I have this little stuffing. It's just from a pillow. You can buy a pillow from Walmart. You can also use an old pillow, and we got rid of our couch a long time ago, and I kept all the pillows. Yeah, I have way too much of this, but it comes in handy. I do use it a lot. Okay, so that's that, and now I'm just going to continue on to the other compartments. And a huge thank you to all of my subscribers. My channel continues to grow, and I just appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I would not be here without you guys, so thank you so much. And thank you for your support, your kind comments, your likes, and your shares. I love to hear from you, so drop me a comment and let me know which one is your favorite one, if you'll be recreating these. And a warm welcome if you're just stopping by. I do budget-friendly decor, seasonal decor, thrifts, decorating, etc., etc. And if you like that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button and bell notification, and you won't miss a thing. Plus, this is how my channel grows, and it's completely free, and I thank you. And so now here I'm just adding some little baubles and pieces, and everything that I could find that I kind of liked. When I was a little girl, I always liked these little shadow boxes here, and I always liked putting interesting pieces in there. My mom and I used to craft all the time, and we would make like little tiny doll houses that you could hang on your wall, amongst other things. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing here, and I really like how this piece turned out. And so I thought that maybe I was going to use that other white wavy ribbon. I can't think of what you call it offhand, but it just, I don't know, it just blended in. I needed more sparkle, so I took this sparkly ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I cut it in half, and I'm going to outline the top, the bottom, and the in between each of the compartments here. And so, yeah, we're coming up on Thanksgiving. I can't believe it. Today is Monday, and on Thursday it's going to be Thanksgiving. Oh, my goodness sakes, and I'm having it here at my house, so a lot to do. Do you host Thanksgiving at your house, or do you have a tradition that you do every year? Yeah, my whole family's coming over, and I'm excited. It's a lot of work, but I think it's worth it, and I make all the side dishes, all the whole thing, and everybody kind of helps out a little bit too, so... I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to that yummy food. What is your favorite kind of Thanksgiving food? Let me know in the comment section below. Mine is stuffing, and I do stuff my turkey, but I cook it and temperature probe it really well. Okay, so I'm just filling this in, and I put a little bow there and ruched it up on the side. I wanted to throw a pop of red in there, so that bow's red and gold, and it's from the Dollar Tree. And now we're on to the last one. This is number 3. And if you're going to be making this piece, here's what you're going to need. And I believe all this is from the Dollar Tree, except that. I don't know if I got that from the Dollar Tree or not. I think I did, but I don't know. If you know, let me know. I'm sure it wasn't any. I'm sure it was probably either there or Walmart. So I have the scrapbook paper and the pick and the ribbon. And now I'm just going to take in this glue stick here, and I'm starting at the edge, and I'm running it around the edge really, really well, because you really want this to stick on the edge. Not so much in the middle as much as the edge. And I have a brayer. It was like $10, and I don't know where I got it. I think Hobby Lobby, and they sell them pretty much anywhere, including Amazon. And I have my rotary cutter, and I'm cutting it out. And then I got a little tired of that because it's kind of curved. So I grabbed my scissors and just finished cutting out the rest of it. And now my little finger sander, I believe that was $10, and I got that on Amazon. And there's a ton of different grits that you get with it. And yeah, I really like that a lot. My husband he needed some sandpaper for a project that he had, and I said, here, use this. And he's like, wow, this is kind of cool. I like this. Instead of that big block, he had a little, he plays pool billiards. And so he had to replace the tip on his pool stick. And so he had to kind of sand it down. Anyway, he was really happy with those. Just a little side note there. Because usually, he's the one that knows more about the glue, more about soldering, more about sawing, and all that stuff. But this time I was like, haha, I know something you don't know. So I put Mod Podge on the top, as you saw there, and I took that ucky stuff, the silver flakes, and I used it. And those were from Temu. I got a huge pack of them, and I survived. Now I have this Distress Oxide in the color Vintage Photo, and as you see, I goofed up on the edge there. I didn't mean to touch it down. I just was crafting a little fast, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to hurry up and get a baby wipe, and I'm going to wipe it off. Didn't work so well because it was taking the ink off of the paper, and this had already stained it that lovely yellow color. So I didn't know what to do. I decided to take it and run it across there to make it look darker, and yeah, no, it didn't work. It got a little bit better as it dried, but yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you make a mistake, and this is what happens. but it doesn't look so bad after I put the bows and all that stuff on it. And I just made an awareness bow here, tied it off in the middle, and as you probably recognize, this ribbon is from the Dollar Tree. And I love the coordinating. I have a coordinating polka dot bow that I use in a second, and then this, one with the red and the fancy stripes in here. And I really don't want to hide that little shiny topper there. It does hide it a little bit. And then here I just make a circle with that polka dot bow. And I love how these polka dots match the paper too. And the paper, I think, just was from a paper pack. Probably got it from Michael's. And I wait till those go on sale because they can be pretty pricey, but there's a lot of paper in there, and it's actually cheaper to buy a pack as opposed to it individually, which are like $1, maybe a little less a piece. And I use these buttons a lot. I got this big container. It was a little pricey, but I use them a lot, and there's a ton of buttons in here. Got them from Walmart. And like I said, I don't remember where I got this from. I've had it for a while. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to use it on something. And I was going to put music paper below it, like musical note paper, but I thought it was too much. And I really kind of like the polka dot. I just thought it gave it a little bit more character. Maybe than a musical note on top of a bunch of musical notes. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it would look cute either way, though. So I put E6000 on this to hold it because that is metal. And then a little bit of hot glue, and now I'm just putting, those picks that I use all the time. Love them, and I don't have many more left, but that's okay. And I'm throwing some berries here and there, just giving it more interest. I thought it was too plain just with the bow on it. And this is what it looks like, and I like this. And again, let me know which one is your favorite one. And here's a close-up of everything. It's the whole shebang. And some of these other pieces, like the snowman there, I've made in previous videos, and the Christmas tree back there. I just throw them in here for more interest to show you guys if you didn't see my other videos. These are some other things that I've made. And yeah, I like these ornaments really well. Probably those are my favorite. And if you guys like Christmas decorating, I will be decorating my house and bringing you along, showing you how I do it, and probably throwing a craft in between here and there. And that's all I have for you, so it's time for me to go. But I won't be gone for long. I have another video coming out on Wednesday. That's what I'm aiming for, Wednesday. And so I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I've inspired you. Until then, have a blessed week. Bye.